Okay, Dr. Skeeth and I are on our way to take a bike trip in Central Oregon. We're about to cross the Bridge of the Gods, not on bicycles, in the car, because we're taking the lazy way out and driving to our starting point. So, Bridge of the Gods, I'm going to get a shot of the Bonneville Dam with a couple of the gates open. It's pretty dramatic looking. Here we are, Bonneville Dam. Little divergence from our destination, which is Central Oregon bicycle trip. But had to stop here because this is pretty darn cool looking. Bonneville Dam, or at least a small part of it, releasing water. Water from all the snow melt in the Cascades east of here. And the river level, Columbia River level, is quite high. We've reached Bend, Oregon, in early tomorrow morning, by noon at least, at worst. We are going to get on our bicycles and embark on a huge bicycle adventure. We're going to ride at least 100 miles over the next 4 days, and going to be some gorgeous scenery, and that's the truth, and maybe some hardships along the way, a flat tire, you never know. Okay, here we are at Capachupalipra Santa Facamuca Snow Park. No, it's Kappa something, Kappa Butte Snow Park. That's Bachelor behind me. There's Dr. Skeeth.
I'm ready to go with my carry-on bag.
She's ready to go.
All right, day one, Dad and Ashley bike trip.
We expect to be back here by Friday night.
Yes.
So if we're not, call the paramedics or the EMTs or somebody.
Come find us.
Yeah, call a helicopter. All right.
Good.
South Sister, Broken Top. Beautiful. Sisters Wilderness. Highway that just opened today. We thought it was going to be closed for a few more days, but apparently we were wrong. So there are cars on here, but they're not very often. We've only seen one since we got on, and we've been on it for probably 3 miles now. of the ride, lunchtime. Sardine sandwiches for me.
And cheese and salami wraps.
Mmm.
Need a little fire.
Wow. No wonder why people buy property here.
You know, we will never be able to get a reservation at this campsite if we had to use a car. It is only because we snuck in on our bikes.
Yeah. Got a little kayak launch right there.
Yeah.
So we're really dropping in elevation. Not much snow along the side of the road anymore. We do have to get back to the car though. Someday.
That's what our thumbs are for.
Yeah. We have a plan though. I'll fill you in on that later.
What's down this road, I wonder?
No, this is so pretty. I just... This is so pretty, she just wanted to see it.
I just pulled over because it looks so pretty.
And it is. Very cool. Oh, there's somebody's house. I know. Well. And this is a closed campground. There's no sign for it. But there's a deposit box right there where people once paid to camp here. So, yes, it is sunny and warm. Not a speck of snow. Oh, this is burned. This was a little fire here. Maybe that's why it's closed. Oh, there's some seats over there. Let's go check it out. This is nice ground.
For ground dwellers.
Yeah. I don't know how the Forest Service guys would like me using that little twig stove though in here. Here we are going to check out the river.
It's so
The
nice.
beautiful, beautiful river. And here's all the water we want.
Oh, this is a nice little farm back
This is like something off of an old Walt Disney movie or a Mutual of Omaha. Okay, we're exploring that campground a little bit more, the closed campground, and we've discovered some tipped over dumpsters, but who or what tipped them over? Was it bear, or was it a zombie, or a group of zombies?
I voted
Whoa,
zombie.
yellow jacket nest right there. So we got a specimen of evidence, or whatever you would call it.
Could be zombies.
And there's some teeth marks. Okay, folks. She's afraid of the bathroom.
I'm afraid of the bathroom.
She's afraid of the bathroom. She's afraid that's where the zombies are hiding out during the daylight hours. We gotta go find out. There's only gonna be women zombies in here. Yeah, it's kind of nasty. The peeling paint definitely gives the creepy effect. No toilet paper. There's some peeling paint in there. And I start the fire with a cotton ball soaked in hand, what do you call it? Hand sanitizer. The alcohol in there burns nicely. So, get some twigs in here, some starter. We're on our second minute of boiling. It's almost ready for the chips. And here we have the traditional camp dinner of dehydrated soup and chips and chili powder and yuppie flakes from REI.
You know what?
Rice and chicken.
It's delicious. Better than yours.
Mountain House Adventure Meals. It probably is a lot better than mine. Mine comes from Food Front.
Uh-huh.
10
years ago.
Yeah, it's a little outdated, expired. Hey, it's the morning of day 2.
Emerging from the zombie dumpster.
Yeah, if there wasn't so much, we'd pick it up and find a real dumpster or garbage can to throw it in, but there's just tons of it scattered all over the place. And it's obviously from a bear, or maybe a couple of bears. So, anyway, it was a pleasant stay by the river. Too many ants, but that's it. Ants are better than ticks. And now we are on for a what? How many miles?
1921 maybe?
A 21-mile
crusher.
yeah. The long and winding road. Okay, we're taking a little 9-mile gamble here because the last road we were on just all of a sudden had a whole lot of traffic. So we're taking a Forest Service road that isn't paved to get out of that traffic. Time for a salmon salami cheese sandwich.
Salmon.
Did I say salmon?
Yeah.
Sardine salami. Not salmon. Those are high hopes. What the heck? I thought this. Oh, it isn't. Okay. This is a sardine sandwich with some of Ashley's cheese which she bought 10 times too much of. So I'm making quick work of it. Okay, we're going for it. So I think we're probably maybe a mile in, maybe not quite. So we'll see what kind of surprises we're in for. I think somebody likes it here.
I like it here. It's beautiful.
Some oatmeal steaming on the fire. Paulina Bunyan.
Paulina Bunyan. I love it.
Showing the log.
I can already hear my occupational therapist yelling at me next week. I'm going to show her this video. And be like, I'm sorry.
Well, this camera is on you until that piece of wood comes off.
We were freezing.
All right. Good job. Another morning, the penultimate morning, and we will be taking today off because Ashley and her sweet, charming, charismatic personality and voice.
Have fun. Hey, thanks. Safe travels.
Too.
Thank you.
Scored us a free campground for 2 nights. She's modest. If not congested as hell.
Yes. I spent all night wondering if I was keeping you awake.
What have we here? A slacker.
Always.
After a very demanding morning of chopping wood and hauling water,
Took a total of 10 minutes.
it's siesta time. Reading time.
To get into my doctor mode. Forced pregnancy, consequences of abortion bans in the United States. I am Ashley Skeeth, MD, MPH, PGY4, Obstetrics and Gynecology, University of Michigan. On June 24th, 2022, the U.S. Supreme Court issued a ruling overturning Roe v. Wade, the nearly 50-year-old landmark decision, recognizing the federal constitutional right to abortion. The decision was an unprecedented attack on reproductive freedom and the rights of pregnant people. In the setting of decades of anti-abortion politicians enacting a patchwork of abortion bans at the state level, the effects were immediate and far-reaching. Laws that prevent people from making their own decisions about whether to continue a pregnancy or have an abortion amount to forced pregnancy. Outright abortion bans aren't the only way to force a pregnancy. Even when Roe v. Wade was still technically intact, laws pushed abortion out of reach across the country. But now that Roe has fallen, access to abortion has declined even more.
Little feeder creek, I'm sure it has a name, but I'll be danged if I know what it is. Trail. Day 4, our final day. It's been an excruciating challenge. We had to take a day off, let our bodies recuperate. It's a beautiful morning, and we are on our way to a dirt road where we are going to stash all our gear and do the final 15-mile uphill ride to the car. Come back and get our stuff. And that'll be it.
All right. The great
Narrate.
The great stashing begins. So we're 4 miles into our last day. We've pulled off of Century Drive somewhere. And we're gonna stash our shit so that our big climb back to the snow park is easier. Because we're lazy or old people now. You know who would have never let us get away with this? Richard Schakowsky, 1997.
No.
It doesn't count unless you're carrying all your shit.
Yep, that's the truth. Okay, through the trees there, that's the east side of Mount Bachelor. And straight in front of me, south side of Mount Tumalo. Two skiing areas. Mount Tumalo, kind of a local backcountry area because its north face is pretty steep and it's a nice hike up through the trees and ski back through the trees anyway. Pretty close to the road, so that makes it popular. So with that directly in front of me and Mount Bachelor to my left, that means I'm very close to the car. Well, I am back at the car. Ashley's still coming. Dates, LaCroix. How's that for some commercial advertising? If I don't see Ashley in like, I don't know, 20 minutes, half an hour, I guess I'll load up and roll down there. But she's a trooper. She could probably ride 5 times as far as I could. Crying, maybe, but still pedaling or running or whatever is required. Yeah, the last 4 miles are flat.
Yeah. Screw you, Google Maps.
Okay, last shot of this Century Highway. Is that what it's called? Cascade Highway.
We were on it for a little bit.
Bike trip. Smashing success.
Yes.